Well, Marcia, another one of the questions that we often get, people a lot of times worry that they don't have enough credit. And so first, maybe can I ask you, what are the credit scores we're looking for to get different kinds of loans?
The minimum credit score that someone would need for a loan is 580. And lots of people think that they've got to have a score that's in the 700s, 800s to be able to qualify for a home, and that's just not the case. For down payment assistance programs, you need to have a credit score of at least 620.
Okay.
And for some of them, it gives you a little bit more options if you can have a credit score of 660. The
Okay.
biggest challenge I think that we face is oftentimes when we talk to people and they're not quite there. They're not at that. They need down payment assistance, but they're maybe not quite at 620.
Okay.
What do we do?
Yeah,
right?
what do we do? How can we help?
And I love being able to work with people to help them work on an action plan to be able to increase their credit scores. And it can be done quite quickly. Sometimes people think it's a very long, cumbersome process, but it can be done sometimes within a couple of months. And we will be able to run we call it a what if scenario that allows us to be able to say if someone has a credit card that has maybe a $5,000 line of credit on it, and they paid that down. It had $3,000 charged to it, and they were able to pay that down to $2,000. What would that do, and how would that impact the score?
Oh,
So we can work one-on-one with you to be able to run those what-if scenarios and help get you in a place where your score can be eligible and ready to qualify.
awesome. And I know it's been, and we talked about this in another video where it's a good idea to get pre-approved or pre-qualified, even months before you want to go look for your home, because it gives you some time that if there is an issue, like, man, if my credit score was a 620 and I need to get to a 660,
Yeah.
I've got some time to do that. And it sounds like you've got some great tools to guide me, to tell me what to do to actually do that.
Absolutely.
Awesome. I know recently we've got a client that it's a husband and wife, and they want to buy their first home together. They both work, and so they want to include both their incomes. Now, in this case, the husband had a high enough credit score to qualify and get what they want, but the wife not so much yet. But she's been diligently working. I know that we're actually just a couple weeks maybe from being pre-approved,
Yeah.
having them both on the loan so they can get the house that they want. And so it's been pretty exciting to watch people do what you've told them to do and coach them to do, and ultimately reach the goals that they want to achieve. So
Yeah.
it's awesome.
Yep.